Welcome back to Sportsline, everybody. Jon Burton with you here on News Channel 5+. Our thanks to Adam Vingan of the Tennessean, who joined us last segment. Don't forget, bottom of the hour, just coming up in about 10 minutes or so, we're going to be joined on the phone by Rod Reed, head coach of Tennessee State football, as spring drills are going on campus there and all over the country. So we'll hear from the coach. It'll be good to hear from him. Haven't heard from him in a while. Again, our question of the night for Titans fans: do you want Odell Beckham Jr., and what would you be willing to give up to trade for him? The Giants reportedly want 2 first-round draft picks in exchange for Odell Beckham Jr. To be clear, they're not actively shopping him, but they're basically not saying, they're not rejecting any trade offers. They will listen to trade offers. And we've seen some people on Twitter, basically, you know, Titans fans basically begging the Titans to go and get him. So if you want him, it's going to cost you. Are you willing to pay the price, is the question of the night. We'll get to that in just a few minutes, but for now, back to hockey. The Predators, as we said, coming off that 2-1 shootout win over the Minnesota Wild last night. They have 6 regular season games to go. They have clinched home ice advantage throughout the first round of the playoffs. If they win the Central Division, that gives them home ice in the second round if they advance that far. And, of course, as Adam Vingan said, if they can win the Western Conference, they'll get home ice throughout the entire Western Conference playoffs. And if they win the President's Trophy for the most points in the league, they would get home ice advantage up to and including the Stanley Cup Final. And if you were at any playoff games last year, you know what a distinct advantage it is for the Preds to play playoff games at home at Bridgestone Arena. So still a lot to play for, and a lot for head coach Peter Laviolette to chew on these last 6 games.
Tonight will be sellout number 100 in a row. I know we've talked about it before, but that atmosphere they give you every night, how much does that mean to your club?
It's been amazing here. You know, the fact that we've sold out 100 in a row is phenomenal, but it's the energy that comes into the building. And last night was a perfect example. Like, our guys were pretty energized on the ice, but a lot of that comes from the fans and what they bring to the building. We're very fortunate here for the support that we have and how vocal they are, and the atmosphere that they create inside of our building, which makes it a difficult place to play. So we love it here. We love it at home.
How much of that home atmosphere is part of the push to, to try and get as much home ice advantage as possible?
Well, we know it's big. We know that that's an important thing, and we know we got a round. Right now, we're doing our best to win hockey games because Winnipeg's pretty good in their building too, and that could be a possible second-round opponent. So we know we got to continue to win, but home ice, I think, is a big advantage when it comes to the playoffs. Certainly in our building, we feel that way. We continue to try and push to secure as many rounds as we can.
Peter, with Ellie's season done in the Russian Hockey League, and the potential of him coming over, you start thinking at all about strategies about where and
yeah, I mean, I think he needs to get here and we get a look at him and we put him in some games, but really, I think it depends on him and how he comes in and how he plays when that time comes. Certainly it's nice to, whenever that does happen, it's nice to get him over here and be part of a team inside of a group of guys.
But I would imagine, is it a little bit of a dilemma coming with obviously a very talented team?
Like I said, I think once we see how he is and his game and what he brings, he certainly, I've watched him this year. He had a really good year in the KHL. I watched him play a lot in the Olympics. I thought he was excellent. What he did in the playoffs in the KHL is incredible for such a young kid. But now he's a young kid coming to the National Hockey League, the best league in the world, the best players in the world. And, we hope it's a seamless transition, but you never know. Sometimes it isn't with young kids. So we got lots of time. He doesn't have to come in here and carry a team or carry the load. He's going to come in and fit in, and we'll figure it out from there.
Less than 2 weeks ago in the regular season, days like this where guys are on the ice, how much can they get rested and refreshed a little bit?
Well, we haven't practiced a lot. I mean, just based on last year and certainly the vision of what might happen in the spring this year, we've done our best to rest these guys, keep players fresh all the time. If there's any question of somebody who's banged up, we've given them time off. And that's just the way we've gone about our business, and the guys understand that. That's not to say that, no work went on behind those doors today. There was work. whether it be a little bit of an off-ice stretching workout or light workout, or whether some guys are getting out on the ice, meetings that might go on with the team, meetings that might go on with especially teams, power play, penalty kill. So there's still a lot of work being done behind the doors, just trying to conserve the energy, I think, from game to game based on a larger picture going all the way back to last year.
That depth help, when you've got guys that such a deep, healthy roster at the moment, help when you're trying to get guys rested and healed up?
It's not so. Today's a rested thing. Like you look at the lineup that we dressed. We have not taken Roman Josi and sat him just because we wanted to rest him for the playoffs. We're doing our best to secure home ice and for as many rounds as we can. So Ryan Johansson continues to play and will play, and that's just the way we've gone about our business. The people that have come out of the lineup, like I said, are guys that are on maintenance days because they might be dealing with something. They could play, but just better judgment tells me that maybe they should just take the day off. So it's been the depth, I think, has allowed us to do that. The record has allowed us to do that. The fact that we've been winning while going down that path of making sure that everybody's ready to play. I think winning always solves a lot of problems, and we've been able to do that inside of this game plan.
You don't have to shoot out or the 3-on-3 in the playoffs, but does succeeding in those situations in the regular season create good feelings that do help?
Well, they create a lot better feeling than they did a couple years ago, and we couldn't win any of them. So we worked at it a lot. Again, just on ice and in video, and the players and the meetings, and our video coaches do a tremendous amount of work on pre-scouting, and our goalie coach Ben Vanderklok does a lot of work in a lot of those preparations, and we put a lot of time into it. The record's better, so that's a positive. It definitely, the game wouldn't have changed last night, right? It goes to the breakaways and the shootout. That 65 minutes wouldn't have changed, and yet if we had lost that shootout, we all would have felt like crap today. And it wouldn't have changed the game at all. We played a really, really good hockey game, as did Minnesota. But we would have felt like crap because we lost the breakaway. So I'm glad they're over with. Or at some point here, I'm glad they're over with.
It's Predators head coach Peter Laviolette talking to the media after today's optional skate at Centennial Sportsplex. A lot of key players getting the day off, as you heard him say. 6 games to go, as we said, for the Preds before we start the playoffs. So it's getting down to it when it comes to NHL playoff time. And a guy certainly happy to be back and ready for another playoff run coming out of retirement. The former captain and always a fan favorite, Mike Fisher, speaking with the media earlier today.
Consecutive sellout number 100. I know you've done it for a number of years, but just seeing the way that this fan base has built up over the last couple of years, how special is that atmosphere in there?
It's been unbelievable, really. Even since I got here, it's one of the first surprises. Those fans are incredible. It's only continued to, you see tremendous growth, and to have that many sellouts in a row, and this city is pretty remarkable, and it's a testament to our fans, and they've been with us for a long time and continue to grow, and we appreciate them for sure, because it's a fun place to play, a fun city to play in, and we appreciate the fans for sure.
Mike, you've been obviously one of the playoff teams. Depth-wise, how does this team stack up to teams you've been unloading in the playoffs?
I'm excited, obviously, about this team and what we've been able to do this year and how it looks. And I think there's a number of teams that believe we got a chance, and we're one of those teams that really believe in our group and what we've done this year and how we've improved from last year too. I think we've gotten better, and we still got a lot of hockey left, and we just got to stay focused and have a little bit of tunnel vision too, and not worry too far about too far down the road. So that's kind of what we're trying to do, but we're definitely a lot of belief in our room, no question. So.
Is depth as good as any you've been with, depth, especially in the forward group? Or?
Yeah, no question. It's stronger than last year for sure, and strong as I've been a part of, I believe. So that's a good thing. You look at last year, and you lose a couple key guys, and made it tough, and we still were real close. So you just never know with hopefully we stay healthy, but you just never know. It's always great to have that. So.
Like, there are other teams, there have been teams in the past where they find themselves in your position with 6 games left. They don't really have much to work for.
Yeah.
Like, your team still is fighting for a division title, first place overall in the NHL. Why is it good to be playing meaningful games with 6 games left entering the playoffs versus meaningless, I guess?
Well, we feel like everything means something. You're always building towards something, and it's habits. It's we're trying to get first place. We're trying to get home ice throughout the whole playoffs, and so those are big things. And it's just getting our minds ready and enjoying. It's a lot more fun when you play hard like we did last night. And, play together, play the right way, and that's a lot more enjoyable than just going out there and thinking you're a great team and showing up. You can't do that in this league, and we got to make sure we continue to have that mindset of playing our best.
Has this felt like the team you left at the end of last season, or guys like Hartnell, Emelin, Turris added enough that it feels a little different?
Every year is a little different. There's no question. But I feel like we've gotten better with some of those additions. There's no question. And we talked about depth, and there's a lot of the same, but I feel like we're more prepared this year, and we just got to go out there and do it. So.
You hit the ice about the time they brought in Hartman from the trade deadline. What has he maybe brought to this team that is going to be helpful going into the postseason?
Yeah, he's done a great job. He brings a lot. He can play any type of game, and he's physical. He's got great speed. He creates offense, and he's fit in real nice. He's a big addition for us.
You've seen him for a couple of years. You still marvel at Arvidsson and the pace he goes, though, all the time?
Yeah, everyone loves RV, and for good reason, because he's always working. He never takes a shift off, and he's fearless, and he's really is a warrior out there, and it's contagious.
All right, it's Mike Fisher, Predators center, back from retirement and ready for another playoff run. We're ready for another break. We come back, switch gears, talk a little football. TSU head football coach Rod Reed will join us. We'll talk a little spring football when we come back. Stay with us.